And I'll give you an example of that. For example, Rupert Lowe has been doing a personal inquiry into these Pakistani rape gangs.
Yeah.
Okay. And the stuff that he's uncovered kind of pushed him over the edge to start his party. He was going to do that anyway, but this was a nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
We have a serious issue with that, certainly with young British girls that are being pulled out of homes, like, people that, well, obviously foster homes and things like that. And it's a full operation, and it is rife in London. And so, under the guise again of not being labelled racist, look what's happening. So there's an entire group of people across the country, Birmingham, Leeds, Bradford, London, that are committing these atrocities, organised crime, gathering young kids, and then taking them to houses and doing all sorts of horrible things.
Do you think the real issue is lack of transparency? Because I believe, though, like, black, Indian, Asian, whatever, white, if they saw the data that, look, most of the crimes are coming from this demographic, which is why we're going to target this demographic more.
Yeah.
Do you think most people have an argument with that? Most people wouldn't complain.
You would get a split. I think you would get people that would be very offended by that. And I think you'll get people who go, okay, fine, if that's what it is, that's what it is.
That's what the data says.
Yeah. If that's what the data says, then so be it. And so there is a disproportionately high level of people within certain ethnic minorities committing very high crime. For example, if you look at the Albanian community, for example, they represent a very high percentage from their very small group. And a lot of them are sitting in British jails right now, that have immigrated here because they do a lot of crime, whether it's petty or whether it's drug crime, they're heavily involved in that stuff here, of which we've had many conversations with the foreign minister in Albania about sending some of these people back, and to no avail. We've not had some sort of organized situation where we can deport these people. But like, there are systemic issues in that particular group, and I'm going to focus on that because I think that is a point of discussion within the Muslim community that is being ignored because they have, how do I put this? The current administration is fearful of labeling these people or going, this is a problem within that community.
Why,
so it's kind of
why do you
similar
think
to
they'd be fearful, though?
because they're in fear of being labelled racist. They're in fear of being labelled something.